Guys, I know this might come as quite a shock, but I'm moving. Hey friends, welcome back to Eyezz. I am Jarrett New, and this video is going to be a little different because it's basically going to be a huge update on my personal living situation. Now, the first question you probably have is, why am I moving? Well, as many of you guys know, I'm not originally from here. I was born and raised in South Texas, and then my family and I moved to LA 13 years ago. And those 13 years were pretty good for the most part. I grew up, had several jobs, went to school, I got a degree, and I learned a lot about filmmaking and especially music. And all that stuff was fantastic. But lately, things have changed. And the biggest change has been the new management of our apartment complex. Now, for those of you who've been watching my videos for a little while, you'll remember that last year, due to massive construction, we had to move out of this apartment and live with family in San Antonio for 2 months. During that time, we were still paying rent here, even though we weren't living here. Basically, it was a huge inconvenience right in the middle of our lives, but we had hoped that once we got back, things would be better. But they weren't. And actually, the renovation nightmare was really just a preview of things to come. Since we moved back, there's been weekly water shutoffs, very loud construction noise, a lack of parking, and this whole toe-happy mentality, loud parties with zero enforcement of their own community rules, and worst of all, we can hear every footstep from our upstairs neighbors, which is really annoying. It's like living in a tin can where you can hear just every sound rattling off the walls. It's not pleasant. Also, because this is a gated community, I have to call the front gate when I'm having a guest over, which is usually no big deal. But under the new management, half the time, they don't even pick up the phone. So basically what I'm saying is that this place used to be much better when the old management was running things. Now, there's a million other little things that I could mention, but I want to keep this video short and basically not waste your time because honestly, we would be here all day. Now, you might also be wondering, well, why don't I just quit being a baby and move to another apartment? Well, here's the thing. This apartment is under rent control, and because we've been here for so long, we're getting a pretty good deal. But if we move to a new place in LA, we'd be starting off at a much higher rate. Also, in general, rent prices here in Los Angeles are astronomical to begin with, since there's such a, huge demand from people moving here to be in the entertainment industry. And that's something that a lot of people on YouTube don't really talk about. But regardless, the fact is that it is stupid expensive just to survive out here. And for what you pay here to simply exist, you can live like a king somewhere else. So with all this stuff in mind, my family and I have decided to move one state over to Arizona. What? Jarrett, are you crazy? It's way too hot over there. All your records are gonna melt. Whoa, hang on a second. Let me explain myself. Now, as we all know, southern Arizona is mostly a desert, so places like Phoenix, Tucson, and Yuma get very hot during the summer, but central and northern Arizona are much cooler, and that's where we're going. We're moving to the town of Prescott, or as the locals call it, Prescott, because over there it's not too hot in the summer and it's not too cold in the winter. It's going to be perfect for us. Also, it's only a day's drive from LA, and since we already have family in Arizona, it'll be nice to see them more often. Now, there's also a record shop in town called Trax Records where I already did a live stream a while back, so if you guys want to check out that video, you can see it right up there. Now, speaking of record shops, there's also a lot of cool record shops down in Phoenix and up in Vegas that I'd like to visit as well. So the town that we're moving to is pretty centrally located, and everything you need is only a day's drive away. Also, since I still have a lot of friends here, I'm going to be visiting LA pretty often, and I'll be spending time at the record shops, and Amoeba especially, and places like the YouTube Space LA, and a lot of other great places. So it's not like I'm completely dropping off the face of the earth or anything like that, so not to worry. Also, let's not forget that Maynard James Keenan, the lead singer of Tool, also lived in LA for a while, and then he moved to northern Arizona as well. And it's worked out pretty well for him, so, I figure it'll work out well for me too. Now, the biggest thing I want you all to know is that my videos on this channel will not change at all. The content and quality of these videos will still be the exact same that you guys are already used to. So if you're worried about that, don't be, because I'm bringing all my vinyl gear, camera gear, and computer gear with me. So everything is going to be the exact same over there. Also, this is going to be my new P.O. Box address, and that's where you guys can, send me all the great music that you want me to unbox and review during future mail time videos. Also, as a side note, I'm going to be switching things up a little bit in those videos, so that way they're not too long and you guys won't get bored. So those videos are going to be really cool, and I can't wait to share them with you. Now, last of all, I am a little sad to be further away from the friends that I've made out here, but like I said, since it's only a day's drive away, it shouldn't be that bad. So overall, I am a little nervous, but I'm also really excited about all the good things that are right around the corner. And by the time this video is posted to my channel, all my stuff will probably already be packed up and will either be moving there, like driving over there, or moving furniture into the new place. So it's a very exciting time. And I'll also be sure to keep you all updated on Instagram, so if you want, you can follow me on there as well. Now, have you moved somewhere lately? Where did you go, and what was your personal experience? Let us all know down in the comments below, and if you love vinyl records, be sure to subscribe by hitting that red subscribe button right there, and most importantly of all, friends, have a fantastic day, travel safe, and keep spinning that vinyl.